I think we're live.
All right.
We're live. We're a couple minutes out.
It's alive.
It's alive. Let's see anybody's out there. Let's see. I see some Ghostbuster stuff on your shirt.
Oh, it's a Donkey Kong Ghostbusters mashup.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's got all the characters. Gozer. Huh.
Yeah.
Who are you going to call?
Kind of fun. Yes, and of course, you see the scores, the phone number from the...
Right.
Yeah.
Klaus likes it. Where'd you get it?
This was a present from a friend of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea where they got it.
Jeremy from London is with us again. Tony Clinic and Apple II. Be on the lookout for Tony.
Nice.
Let's see. Just making last minute preparations here. I was telling John about the progress of making the background I have a reality. Ordering that shelving behind me. And about a month out from getting into the house and then starting the transfer of a couple hundred computers. It's going to be a long day.
So is there anything that you're going to, obviously you're going to be reconfiguring? How are you going to like change up kind of how you've grouped stuff, or do you have a plan? Do you have a
plan?
Power PCs over here, 68Ks over there?
Yeah, I have it all mapped out.
Okay.
All
Probably
right.
similar to what I see behind you, I'm guessing. Except, of course,
No.
for the Apple One.
Yeah, the Apple One I'll put in the middle. Actually, I put one Apple One. I'll put an Apple One on the top of each stack.
Yeah, just out of your stash of Apple Ones.
No, the only thing that that is going to be like you see in the back is that Mac. There'll be a 128K in the center like that.
Perfect. Yeah.
With the Picasso poster over the top, I think that's going to happen.
Absolutely.
And then some of the larger stuff, like the TAM, will be at the top like that. Maybe a couple others like that. Yeah, wouldn't that be cool to keep the old house? Then I could really go to town.
Yeah, you have your Macintosh house.
Right.
Yes.
Just drive over here on podcast day. This could be RetroMacCast headquarters.
That's it. From sunny downtown Bluewater Bay, Florida.
We could convert the whole great room into a broadcast studio. All right. Should we begin?
Yes.
Yes. Let's go. Let's count it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the RetroMacCast with James and John. This is episode 548 for October 25th, 2020. Good morning, John.
Good morning, James.
What's going on? What's new with you?
Oh, not much.
You surviving okay?
Yeah.
I saw you in the office last week.
Mm-hmm.
You've been going in daily?
I have been. I've been getting a lot more job requests that require me to have access to my printers and other production equipment. So, and it's kind of getting to be a pain to move the two desktop systems back and forth between my house and work. So, yep.
2 desktop systems.
Yes, because the whoever's in charge of software that's allowable on the government systems, they decided that there are several key Adobe products that are no longer allowed to be on there. So, which means I have to have a standalone for doing that stuff, and then I have to have my government systems for actually doing everything else. So, yay!
Yeah, I mean it's just Napster. Right? What's the harm in that? A little,
Come on, guys.
Your BitTorrent clients.
It doesn't use that much bandwidth. No, seriously, it was bad enough when they took off Adobe Premiere, because I don't do a whole lot of video editing, but it does happen. They took off InDesign. They had to take off InDesign, which is like one of the top 3 things that I use. And it's they're waiting for the newer version of Creative Cloud to be vetted, and then I'll be able to get it back on. But how long is that going to take? 6 months, 8 months, whatever. I need to use the software. So yeah, anyway. So yes, I'm back in now.
Well, at least you have your TikTok. All right. What are we talking about this week?
Today we're going to talk about.
Oh, we're going to talk about your acquisition.
Yeah, reacquisition, and kind of reacquisitions in general, I think, is kind of the theme for today's show.
Okay. Well, we'll have some eBay finds also, so a little bit of news. No new members over on the Facebook side. I don't know if let's see. Everybody.
There was one.
Was there one? I looked.
Okay. If you looked.
The latest one we had talked about last week. So
okay.
I think we're all good there. Welcome everybody in the chat on YouTube. As a reminder, we are streaming every, I think I can say that because it's been every for a long time, every Sunday morning at 8 a.m. Central U.S. We've got a nice group of people in there already this morning from across the world. All right, we'll be back here in a second with eBay finds.
All right. We've got, I see Sal has joined us. Rick is in. Mr. McQuee 1. And Andy Trong. I'm sorry if I said that wrong.
Watching. You look younger than you sound from the podcast. Because I have a very old voice. I don't know which way. I'll take that as I look young.
There you go. Right. Yes.
My voice isn't very decrepit. Get
off my lawn! You kids. Oh, and
all right, Andy.
All right.
Another UK.
Nice.
All right. Let's see. You ready?
Yes. We
okay.
eBay?
Yeah.
All right. All set.
Okay. Let's go in 4, 3, 2, 1. It's time for the eBay finds. Last week, that little collection of buttons and the little 6-color Apple logo pin did not sell. Bidding ended. And I don't see any relisting, though. That was $50 was what they wanted for that. Maybe it'll come back later at a lower price. Then the Macintosh Plus wooden diskette box. Sharp item there, right?
Oh, yes. I actually bid on this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I did not get it because I wasn't going to. And up until the last minute, it was sitting at right around $30.
That was your high.
Then I put in I tried to do the snipey thing and put in for like 50, I think, and then it immediately shot up to and ended with what it's at right now.
Yeah, $90 after 9 bids. $90. And did you bid on this one?
I know.
The Apple IIe Christmas box sleeve. Great way to dress up your Apple IIe box if you still have one of those lying around. $100. It's still available for a buy it now or you can make an offer. All right, we're going to begin not with eBay, but with Craigslist. So if you happen to live somewhere near the Minnesota State Fairgrounds, which I think is Minneapolis adjacent, there's somebody that has a huge lot of assorted Macs and peripherals. So let's look at these pictures here. Kind of zoom in a bit here for our home audience. Just stacks of stuff. The description says buy one or purchase the whole lot. Negotiate a price for the full lot. I estimate there are about 350 computers.
Oh, geez.
Towers, laptops, another 50 to 60 motherboards, drives, and parts. 90% are Apple computers and 10% are PCs and hard drives.
Oh, there is some good stuff in these pictures.
A lot of stuff. So the first one, you got stacks of some towers, some Intel, possibly G5 power.
Yeah,
Mac.
I see some Mac Pros and G5s. Yes.
A few G4s, a mirrored drive door, wind tunnel, a lonely couple of Dells mixed in there. Oh, there's a. You see the blue and white G3?
Oh yes, two of them.
Graphite?
Yep.
Oh yeah, two. Graphite G4.
The blue and white, love them.
Stacks of old iBooks and PowerBooks, and there's some more towers
with the gorgeous blue and white display.
Yep,
that is a pretty one. Yes,
the studio display. And the flat panel displays. There's there. Hopefully they're working and with power supplies. And then
I see a tooth. Look at that.
Yeah, the Molar Mac.
Those don't show up very often.
A bunch of beige towers there, and lots of iMacs, both the flat
G5s and G4s. Yeah,
and a larger cinema display, 23-incher. Huge stack of iBooks. Oh, look at that! There's another Molar Mac.
Great.
Wow. Look at all those desktop
G3s. Wow.
A duo dock, several of them actually, 3.
Oh, yes. With the at least one of them has the laptop in it.
Yeah. Actually, there's 4. There's another one. The back is facing us to the left.
Oh, I see it. Yes.
Yeah, and look at that. Look at all those classic Macs. What is there? About 30 there.
Oh my gosh.
There you go. So yeah. A treasure trove for sure. That's near the Minnesota State Fairgrounds, and you go on the Minneapolis Craigslist.
So how did you run across a Craigslist?
I saw somebody on Reddit made the group there aware of it.
Okay.
That's how I got clued in. Okay. Now, one thing that wasn't in any of those photos was this next one.
Is our next one. Yes, the rare. Yeah, this is one of those instances on eBay when they say rare, it actually is rare. It's a rare Macintosh TV with a black keyboard mouse. Sadly, I have to say, it does not have the black keyboard cable. They've got a beige cable there. Kind of ruins it, especially considering they want $1,299 for this. Currently, this has 0 bids, but this must be a pretty recent eBay thing because this has 6 days to go. This isn't ending until next Saturday. What else can we say? It starts right up. It looks in good condition. I mean, it doesn't, it doesn't look bad. I don't think it's going to get 1,300, even if it had the black cable. I mean, they're collectible, but they're not that.
I don't think so.
Collectible.
Either.
And really, it's one of those you buy it for the looks because, as far as as far as a vintage computer goes, not that useful. Not that useful. They were not very well powered. Of course, you could only use it as a TV or a computer. You couldn't do both at the same time. But they are pretty. I love mine. Yeah.
Yeah. You mentioned the keyboard cable. you could hunt to find a black ADB cable.
Well, also an
Or,
S-video cable. Yeah.
and then the other thing that's always weird about this is that flop or the CD-ROM door
Right,
was never
being
black.
beige. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it was a caddy type too. It wasn't
Right.
a
Right.
tray.
Right. And I don't see the remote anywhere.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Macintosh TV had a remote control
Yeah,
for the
I think
TV
for
function.
this price, you better have like everything in and the box
Mm-hmm.
if you're trying to get that much money.
What did you say the price was?
$1,299.
Oh, yeah. And no make an offer.
No make an offer. No.
Um, Located in Fraser Park, California. Okay. Here's another rarity. I didn't see any in those Craigslist pictures. I
Ooh.
didn't see. Do we see any Mac 2s? I didn't see any of the Mac
No.
2s in there. Yeah. Um, I got a seeing suspicion that it's like related to a school.
Yeah, I mean something
Collection.
like that. Right. Or a somebody who was a repair person at some point
Yeah.
and is just getting out
Anytime
of
you
the
see
business.
a lot of G3 all-in-ones, since they were only available to the school.
Uh-huh. Good point.
Not that you
Yeah.
couldn't get them later, but
Right.
yeah, when you see that many of them. Anyway, so we're looking at an Apple II FX. This one has a more reasonable starting bid, especially because it's operating. The title says, very hard to find, this one on eBay. I would agree in this kind of condition and working at all. They just want a starting bid of $350, and even you can make an offer on that. It says it comes with a video adapter for a CRT monitor. I don't think the monitor is included. Nope, it's not included. Has a SCSI to SD adapter that runs the machine, or the 40 megabyte hard drive also works. It says you can run it both ways. All large capacities have been replaced. And let's see, it comes with a floppy disk, comes with keyboard and mouse. Floppy drive works, but you have to manually eject it. And what else can I say? Let's look at these pictures here. Case looks nice and clean. Boots up. There's the monitor adapter. And you can see, for some reason, the hard drive is named Macintosh LC. Not sure why, but this is not an LC. There's the inside and the video card. Looks pretty clean inside.
Yeah, looks very nice.
Too, yeah. And a set of floppy disks with it. So pretty nice. Pretty nice. $350. They should be able to get at least that.
Oh,
I would think.
Yeah.
Ships from Arnold, Missouri. This one ends in a little over a day.
Fantastic.
All right. Let's see what's going on in the chats. People are talking among themselves, it seems. I think we're cut out with a conversation. Oh, Klaus says he has relatives in Minneapolis. Yes.
There you go.
Haven't seen them in 30 years, but now, what a great time.
That's right. They could do you a solid.
All right. You ready?
I am almost ready. Hang on
Almost
one moment.
ready.
I wanted to bring up a particular window.
I'll take a coffee break.
Too many windows.
You see, I have a floating. My coffee tumbler has
magic.
Has active camouflage, which is something I've been working on, tinkering with the idea in the lab. It's not quite perfected yet.
It's what the predator uses to drink his coffee. Yeah. All right. I think I'm as ready.
Okay.
As I'm gonna be.
Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think all of us, you, me, and everybody listening, have owned countless things, not just computers, but gadgets and peripherals over the years. Some of us
Mm-hmm.
going back decades. I mean, the amount of junk that we accumulate and get rid of, and then sometimes accumulate it again for some reason. I don't know. Does it happen? Has it happened multiple times with the same thing, or is this just the first time that you've reacquired this?
First time. Yeah.
First time. Okay.
Yeah. I think if you ever reacquire something, you know it's because you need to keep it forever and ever and ever.
So you will take this to your grave.
It's gonna I'm gonna have my epitaph and etched onto it, and it will be yes.
Yeah,
So
Syquest. Well,
Syquest, yeah.
you must have used these in your professional role. I never.
No.
No.
So that's the funny
Oh.
thing. All right. So first of all, what we are talking about today is I've recently repurchased a Syquest, something that I had new back in the day. I bought it and used it with my Apple II GS, which is right there, which I did not have to reacquire because I still have it. But it was a cheap hard drive. They had just come down in price, and so I was able to get a 44 meg hard drive for $500. This would have been back around 91 or 92. Okay. And I thought it would be awesome to have a hard drive for my Apple II GS.
91 or 92. So that was an interesting time because, let's see, 91 or 92, we were CD-ROMs were just coming in, but I don't think we quite had CDR.
Right.
And
yeah, you're still doing like the Caddy CD.
Yeah, and then of course I don't think Zip was out yet. So
no.
So there was this gap. You talk about storage and removable storage.
Right.
Large capacity. There was this instant in time where 44 megs in a removable cartridge
was pretty something
deal.
Pretty awesome. Yeah. And I think that was probably also part of my reasoning is, hey, I can buy a couple of these if I wanted to have more storage space, and it's a lot cheaper than buying whole new external hard drive enclosures. Because of course but I only ever ended up having the one cartridge because software for the Apple II GS, you could fit a lot of that software onto 44 megs.
Sure. What did a 44 meg cartridge cost back then? Do you remember?
I don't even remember. All I know, and like I said, the whole system with one cartridge cost me right around $500.
That was new.
Yeah. So yeah, I used it for years with my 2GS, and I have no idea what happened, in moves or whatever, why I got rid of it.
It may be just to the left of your knee right now.
It could be in a box in the attic, possibly. But
not this attic, the other attic.
Yes, the actual house attic, not the room of awesomeness that I'm in right now. So one of these popped up on eBay for $50, the whole shebang.
Oh, a tenth.
So it's like, well, I obviously I have to buy that. I did not expect it to actually come with the box for the cartridge, and still had some paperwork inside. I hooked it up to, and I love that these were formatted for Macintosh to begin with. As a matter of fact, when I got the one for the 2GS, it came with a bunch of like freeware, shareware Macintosh software, but of course I ended up reformatting it for the Apple II GS. But this one came formatted for the Mac. I was able to hook it up right up to my SE30, and it's got the first 4 level demo of Marathon on it. Not, of course, that I'm going to be trying to run that on my SE30, and it's got some other utilities on it. So what am I going to do with it? I'm probably actually going to, just for fun, hook it back up to my 2GS, just because. But so I posted the question on a couple of the Macintosh Facebook pages about other people who've gotten rid of something that they had back in the day and then ended up regretting it and reacquiring it. And I think the one that hurts the most is Peter Boskarich had an Apple III and a Lisa 2 back in the day. And ended up having to reacquire them. And I think he got lucky, and he still didn't spend like the Apple III was about $600, so he got lucky. But yeah, a Lisa 2 that would really hurt.
Now that's
yeah. Go ahead.
Well, I was wondering about the Syquest drive. It's removable, but does the Mac treat it just like a regular hard drive? Can you boot from it if you wanted to?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Again, it's a straight up hard drive. It just shows up as a hard drive. It's obviously it's SCSI. It's not connected to a floppy port or anything like that. Yeah. If you wanted to change the cartridges, it's just kind of like you would with a zip disk. You would just eject the cartridge, and then it. Yeah, it would once it finishes doing its thing, you would just hit the button, and then it's got a kind of manual release thing going on, and then you could pop another one. It was hot swappable.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you know why it's called Syquest?
I do, but I only know that because I looked it up this morning. I'm assuming you're on the Wikipedia page right now.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Okay.
So do you want to tell us why?
Oh, sure thing. So yeah, the company was founded in 1982 by a guy named Sid. I'm going to assume it's pronounced Sid, Syed. Iftikhar. Sorry.
Or Syed, or probably Syed.
Syed. Okay.
Then it'd be Syquest.
Syquest. Yes.
That could be. We always said
because the reason that they named it that is because the board of directors at a company meeting called the drive Size Quest for Psy for Syed, and they shortened it to Syquest, which I thought was kind of cool. But what you were just talking about earlier is what kind of did in Syquest, and that is the advent of CDRs and zip disks. And you also mentioned that you asked if I use this for like moving publishing files around, and that's right. What it was. A lot of it was used for was in the publishing industry where they had to transfer big files back and forth. So, yep, kind of got done in by newer technology.
Yeah,
which is probably why I got it so cheap. Why they had the big price reduction in
I think you're right. They were suffering a lot of losses. Their other formats were overtaking it. So what would you think if you've got a little classic Mac setup going? Would it be worthwhile to pick up a used Syquest drive, or would you make more sense just getting a zip drive?
If you were looking for if you were looking for an external for the fun factor of having it, obviously form factor wise, it was designed to sit underneath a compact Mac. So from that standpoint, you're probably just still better off just getting any external SCSI, whatever's cheap. I guess the advantage is these didn't really like suffer a click of death the way the zip disks ended up doing, because it is rugged. Because it's an actual hard drive platter inside this thing. See if I can get it to actually eject from me. And the answer is no. I don't want to force it, so it's stuck in there now.
Well, you just have the one, so
that's exactly. It's fine. Now, if you were serious, if you're looking for, to me, your best bang for the money, if you're looking for usefulness and not necessarily the nostalgia factor, is get a SCSI to SD and an external enclosure. That is definitely the way to go if you're looking for something.
Sure.
For that, easily usable for multiple systems.
All right. Well, thanks for sharing, and hang on to that. Don't let that
Yep.
slip
Yep.
away again.
And I appreciate everyone on
We learned-
Facebook who responded back to my question about this.
All right. Derek says there's an interview with the founder of Syquest,
Ah,
Syed,
nice.
and about the competition with iOmega. Yeah, iOmega came in there, and boy, they ate everybody's lunch, right? I mean, and they another one of those where they had just a dominance
Oh yeah.
for
I mean,
a short period of time
yep.
because
Because then thumb drives,
oh yeah, all kinds of stuff. I mean,
yeah.
internet distribution, of course, CDRs just kept getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper, and then there were RWs were cheap, and then you could even have DVDs. Now you think about it, it's like, what do people use? I guess CDs still. Just send large files if you can't do it electronically. I mean, so much of it is just done electronically.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, Derek says he doesn't trust removable media now. That's one thing about the removable media is the lifetime of it. Like if they hold up, people keep talking about how long some of these media will hold up. Like there's supposed to be a life on CDRs, for example. But mine still,
right.
I pull them up every once in a while. I'll have something, and they seem to be working still.
Well, do you remember? Did you ever do laser discs?
Oh yeah. Well,
yeah. Did you ever experience laser disc rot?
No.
Yeah, I have.
Did you say rot?
Rot. Yeah, that's what it's called. So basically, during the manufacturing process, what would happen is, microscopic bits of water would get stuck in the etchings. And then, of course, it would get lacquered. And then what would happen is years later, that would start to kind of disintegrate the lacquer from underneath. And you'd end up with these very weird patterns on your laser disc that made it pretty much useless as a laser disc. I lost a couple of movies that way and a very important laser disc. I had a laser disc based arcade game called Astron Belt.
Wow.
That, basically became useless after that disc routed.
Wasn't Dragon's Lair?
Yes.
On Laserdisc?
Yep. Of course, now you could just replace that whole mechanism with a Raspberry Pi running Daphne.
Sure.
But still, yeah.
All right. We're going to the news. Let's see here.
Just the one.
But there's a spin-off, which I'll get to.
Ah, okay.
Once we get talking about this, and we'll test your knowledge and test the knowledge of the chat room. You ready?
I am ready.
Go in 4, 3, 2, 1. Just the one news story, but this is going to spin off into a separate discussion over on Hackaday. Hackaday is a great website.
Oh my gosh, I have lost hours of my life just scrolling through Hackaday. Yes.
This was actually a while back. I don't know. We missed it somehow. Pi saves vintage Mac case from a watery grave. Did we talk about this one?
I do not recall.
I don't remember. This guy right here, I guess he's got a YouTube channel, Tony Landy. And just looking at that first picture, he's got quite a setup going on behind him, doesn't he? With the
heck yeah,
rows of vintage computers, a pretty good variety of Ataris and Radio Shack, and of course Apple computers in there. But he modded a 512K case with an LCD display and a Raspberry Pi, so he could emulate macOS 7.5. So, just new guts.
Yeah,
emulate. But that's not really what grabbed my attention. I guess. Well, I should say Operation 8-Bit is his channel, and it was called "How to Build a Modern Retro Hackintosh." But what got my attention, I was looking at the comments, and the first comment, Darth Insidious, says, "I was excited until I read the part about the LCD screen. I was hoping for a way to reuse the original CRT. Without it, it's just another emulator that cannot support the Mac Zapper gun. I miss my old Mac. I still have the Mac Zapper just waiting for me to find a working Mac to use it with. My favorite game is the one where you would shoot flying toasters.
What the what?
Okay, so you didn't know about this either.
I did not.
There was a Mac, according to these folks, and there's another person, Vern, says, "Oh man, I haven't thought about the Mac Zapper in years. The toaster game was okay. I kind of prefer Twin Gunman myself. Twin Gunman." So there's some keys in here, and I did some quick searching to see if I could find any evidence of the Mac Zapper, and I couldn't. Just after cursory search, I'll have to go back and dig a little bit deeper.
Right.
But yeah, apparently there was a light gun, much like the NES.
Sure. Yeah.
Duck Hunt Zapper game gun. So I wondered if you knew about it, being so much more into games of that era than I ever was.
Wow, I've never seen an ad for it, and we're going through all the old Mac worlds and stuff like that. Wow.
So anybody in the chat remember Mac Zapper gun and the game? There was a game you could shoot your flying toasters. I don't know if that was related to the screensaver.
Yeah.
Or just coincidental. And then what did I say the game was? Twin Gunman. Twin Gunman. So there you go. So of course those Zapper guns relied on the way the old CRT works in order to.
Yeah. If it's just like the Nintendo gun will not work on an LCD screen. Yeah.
Must be a way to. I wonder if anybody's yet done a mod to adapt the gun so it would. So it's.
Well, there are other methods that are available.
Other tracking methods
that use the track. Yeah, kind of like the Wii had the little bar and stuff like that for.
Yeah.
Tracking. Yeah.
Well, even before that, so actually, I don't know. I had the guns for the original PlayStation, and I don't know how that worked.
Oh yeah, okay.
Maybe that relied also on a CRT. But anyway, so
well, I see. I'm still scrolling through the comments, and other people are like, "What is Mac Zapper?" I googled it and could not find anything like you described.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll just have to dig deeper. If we can find any more information about it, we can devote a segment to it.
Yes. Yeah.
But that was cool. What you find out you don't know, and that's over there on hackaday.com. All right. Good morning to Action Retro. We got Klaus and Derek W. Jeremy. Everybody out here. Well, I think that's it, huh?
Oh, so Derek thinks that they're trolling about the Mac Zapper.
It could be.
It could be. Yeah,
it could be. I thought I considered that myself when I was thinking about this. I was like, that person was just really. I mean, the name is Darth Insidious.
The answer is in the name.
Shoot the flying toasters. Like, yeah, it'd be funny if he said something like, "Yeah, and using my Mac Zapper was the only way I could defeat." Shoot, what's the game? Dark Castle.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I would. I mean, I would. In a way, I would love to be proven wrong, and it does exist, and it's something out there that I have never heard of before, and would have to try to figure out how to acquire at this point.
I put about even odds.
Oh my goodness!
That it would escape. Not just when we lived during that time, but in all the years we've been talking about that era.
I mean, because there were certainly, I not only Nintendo, but even earlier than that, I had an early kind of, the old Pong games that you played 3 or 4 games, and Radio Shack had the electronic scoreboard, which was their version, and it came with a light gun. This is like it was a just black and white game. But it came with a light gun. So, I mean, that technology was certainly out there. I had never heard of it for the Mac. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out the joke, because Vern jumps on the joke and he says he preferred Twin Gunmen. Like that was a real game. And I couldn't find anything about that. So what is the joke? Did he just make up a random
game to yes and
right
the trolling? Yeah.
Or is there a hidden joke there? Does Twin Gunman? Yeah, I think he just came up with a random thing. So, all right, I think we're going to decide this is a hoax. We're going to devote a whole episode to the Mac Zapper. It'll be a parody segment.
We just need to wait till April 1st.
There you go.
And do that, and then yes.
Right. All right. You ready to go?
I am ready.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Well, during the break, we kind of halfway decided that the whole Mac Zapper thing is a hoax. Just it doesn't really exist. It's just some fun that people are having in the comments, which is very likely. It's equally likely that we didn't know something existed, and that we don't know a joke when it's right in our face. Equal
Wouldn't
chance.
be the first time that I said.
All right. Well,
so next weekend is Halloween. Of course, it's kind of weird not being able to go to. We are having a small get together with some friends, but
a super spreader event.
Yes. And, but yeah, it's going to be a weird one. We brought a couple of bags of bought a couple of bags of candy just in case we get kids that we can just lob at them from our porch.
Will you make a Mac-o-lantern?
A Mac-o-lantern. Yeah, I should at least maybe for next week do a wallpaper for the SE30. That's the kind of jack-o'-lantern face.
Because I think there are some old apps that turn your Mac face into a jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, we actually talked about, there was a whole CD-ROM of just Halloween-ish stuff that I think we talked about last year that's on Macintosh Garden. And they had a lot of different little tidbits for your computer for Halloween.
Yeah.
Like screensavers and spooky sounds. And,
like people painting their Macs.
Yes.
Breaking them up. Yeah. Yeah, because the smiley Mac face, right, is... Oh, and we've done that before, right? The pumpkins that have like the Mac smiley face.
Yeah.
Pumpkin. I think... did one of us even try that one time?
I know I did not. I know I have not. I haven't carved a pumpkin in a long time.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, I don't know what we're going to talk about next week. We'll have to figure that out. I'm sure we'll come up with something cool. Let's see. Anything else we need to talk about?
Nothing on my end.
Okay. All right. Well, good. Well, thanks everybody for joining us in the chat. You can join us next week at 8 a.m. Central U.S. time on our YouTube channel. Watch us as we stream the recording live. Or just catch up on it after the fact, and you can see the behind the scenes kind of feel of it and what goes on between segments. And get a look at John's real room and my virtual one.
You're currently virtual, but soon to be real. Mm-hmm. What's your timeline?
About a month out.
Okay, that's not bad. You'd be all moved in for Christmas.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Rick has a suggestion for next week: the top 5 common scary Mac issues.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like
I've
got your scariest one right here. Ooh. Mwah.
Leaky battery.
The Maxwell, especially the Maxwell batteries were notorious for for ruining computers.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
Not bad.
I like it. I like it.
We can do that. You can have yours. I can have mine. I can think of
I like
some.
it. Yes, that sounds great.
There's a lot of them that are lurking here around me. Things that might happen. All right. Thanks for that suggestion, Rick.
Awesome.
We'll be back with you next week. And until then, remember, it's not old.
It's retro.
Yeah, that would have been better next week, John. Doing the spooky thing.
I just have to bump it up. I'll have to be in costume next week.
Or were you having a stroke? Were you having a stroke? I don't know.
Does anyone else smell toast?
All right, bye, Andy and Andy. Andy Collins and Andy Tron.
Thanks, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Max Zapper costume.
What's that?
Klaus, Max Zapper costume. Yeah, I need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. You got that before I did.
Oh,
you get them in the future because you're right on the
YouTube
YouTube
channel.
channel.
YouTube channel. Correct. Yes.
Yeah, there's a lag before I see it. Or were you reading Klaus's mind? Interesting. All right. I guess we can sign off here.
All right, guys. All right. Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.